I bought this Jetta TSI at a police action for $4,000. The previous owner liked to race with this car, and one day the race ended badly. The front is destroyed, no bumper, no headlights, and the hood is twisted. My goal is to transform this into a car worth over $15,000. But there's one detail that could destroy this project, and it's giving me chills just thinking about it. I was browsing through auctions when I saw this Jetta TSI for $4,000. I didn't think twice. The problem is that police auction cars are always full of surprises. Looks like the previous owner loved speed and ended up losing the car after a bad accident. And looking at this front end, you can believe it. But this is a Jetta TSI, turbo engine. If this engine works, this car will be worth serious money. Let's hope the mechanic can make it run. The first thing we need to do is remove all the dirt to understand the real condition of this car. The paint is so filthy it looks like this Jetta was abandoned for years, and it definitely was. The chances are slim, but let's hope we have good paint under this layer of grime. After the water washed the dirt away, the truth I was afraid to see appeared. The white paint is full of dull and sun-damaged spots. Looks like the clear coat is gone in several areas. Our only hope now is to try to save this with technical polishing. But if the clear coat burned too much, no polishing will fix it. And then the cost of this project will go way up. The part that worries me most is this engine. The Jetta TSI has a turbo engine, and turbo engines from street racing cars are always a mystery. First, we need to get this engine as clean as possible. Can't do any diagnosis with all this dirt. After cleaning, the engine at least looks presentable. Now we can actually see something. But the mechanic will tell us the truth. The mechanic arrived to check the condition of this TSI engine. Right away, he notices something's wrong. A turbo engine that was street racing could have a compromised turbo. The head could be damaged, and worst case, something might have blown in the impact. He did all the fluid changes and ran a complete electrical diagnosis. However, the car isn't running at all. He'll need more time to open it up and understand the real situation. Now it's trust the process and hope for the best. I searched online until I found a guy selling a set of original wheels. The wheels in the ad were very cheap. I paid only $150. For the price he was asking, I couldn't pass up the opportunity. The wheels arrived very dirty, covered with brake dust and accumulated grime. But after a good cleaning, the result was incredible. The wheels look beautiful, they look new. This is the type of transformation that motivates me to continue. Now we have wheels worthy of this Jetta. Before installing the wheels, we need to take care of the wheel wells, and their condition is terrible. After cleaning, the wheel wells look immaculate. It looks like a different car underneath, and this makes all the difference when assembling everything. Now let's lift the car to see how things look underneath. The dirt is awful. But after cleaning, the surprise was good. The chassis is solid, no serious rust, nothing compromised. This is a very important point for our project. A good chassis means the car has the structure to safely get back on the road. The body shop guy arrived to see the situation with this Jetta's front end and was impressed by the damage. The hood is completely twisted and the front structure needs complete realignment. He told me it's going to be heavy work, but he can save it. He didn't waste time and already started straightening the hood. And it's not easy. A hood twisted like this, most body shop guys would just say, replace it. But he's stubborn. He wants to prove he can recover it. Now comes the painful part, buying the missing parts. This Jetta needs a front bumper and headlights, and Jetta TSI parts aren't cheap. But I got lucky. I found a bumper that's already the car's color. This will save good money on painting. I also managed to find headlights in good condition. Another expense but essential parts for this project to work. And these two parts cost $500. The pair of headlights was $200 and the bumper was $300. The cost of this project is getting too expensive. Now came the moment when there can be no mistakes. Time to paint the hood. The body shop guy recovered the hood in bodywork, but now it needs to be perfect in paint. If there's any difference in the white tone, it'll show from far away. Let's hope everything works out. The body shop guy did his part with the bodywork and hood painting. Now it's our team that handles the rest. Remember, the paint had several dull and sun-damaged parts? Now is the moment of truth. We're going to sand and polish to try to save this clear coat. The parts arrived, new injectors, original ones. Now it's time to top off the missing fluids and install everything. Everything ready, all or nothing. After all this effort and work, it's time to see how our Jetta TSI that came from the police auction turned out. This car that arrived here completely destroyed. Look how it is now. Do you think the result turned out good? Do you think all this effort was worth it? First attempt, the engine coughs but dies. The car wants to come back. And on the second attempt to make this engine run, it worked. Listen to the sound of this TSI. This is the sound of $4,000 well invested. The engine is alive, the turbo is responding. This Jetta will get back on the road. We did everything possible. But remember I said there was one number that could destroy this project? Time to look at the dashboard. The mileage on this Jetta is 55,000 miles. And this completely changes the final value of this car. Counting everything I spent, the $4,000 from the auction, the parts, bodywork, paint, wheels, the mechanic. This project cost $7,000. And this car, in the condition it's in now, is worth approximately $13,000. Did I make a good deal or was this a total loss? If you enjoyed this restoration, make sure to subscribe. New videos every Saturday at 2 p.m. Thanks for watching.